Hi, my fellow youth all over the world. It's Michael again, and the session is Century Heroes Youth Talk Show. As I said earlier, we're gonna have a special guest who will be speaking a certain topic. So today I would like to visit one of the professor from Chang Christian University located in Taiwan. So let's go and we can hear something from her. Young, and then you came to regret, like, why did I do this? Is there anything maybe you can share with other youth so that maybe they might not do the same thing?
Yes, yeah, that's when I was young. I think, I don't know, it's people, sometimes you could say that kind of nerd, right? You just, you don't do, you just follow the rule and then go to school and to study there and back to home, and the kind of this routine is really a lot, right? So even though I say you could see what's the problem, right? But somehow for me, if I again maybe I could wanted to more to find my own hobby, yeah, that will be more make me a more rich life. So far I could doing some kind of music part, but I'm kind of missing kind of drawing or painting. So that is maybe for me is kind of missing part. So if I'm again maybe more develop my artist way to do, right? So yeah, you have the student. I think most of young generation, I hope that they are all educated by any kind of school. Yeah, that's I really want it. Yeah, education is really good, but at the same time, you have the school course map, but it's the time your own map to develop what you really like.
It's like developing our talents.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's it. And really want to do again. So I don't know.
So it seems like when you were young, then you were very busy concentrating in studies without maybe associating with other stuffs which will develop your talent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that part is kind of missing. But I could only when I was in young, my only hobby or talents developed is only play the piano, right? But I hope that I have another, other kind of thing to develop. I don't know, that maybe help me nowadays more enjoyable. Of course, that is kind of missing practice.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got something again.
Yeah.
I'm going to improve my talent now.
Yeah, please. How do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Before, apart from studying, yeah, we really need to develop our talents. And as you know that our talents make us feeling more happy, right? Yeah, right. That was an interesting part. Okay, Professor, another question. Maybe can you share with us about the strategies you use until you get the position that you have right now? Because out there is a lot of youth who are eagerly to attain highest position, but they really don't know how to get in the positions. For instance, when I was young, I were demanded to have to study being a doctor, but actually I wasn't know which ways or maybe which strategies should I take so as to become a doctor. So maybe by sharing with us, then other youths out there, they can be familiar with the strategies that they must take so as to reach in their vision and goals.
Okay, yeah, that's really a good question for our future, right? I think that is really good. And for me, is one of the strategy. If I say listen to others well, that's the one thing, yeah. Because I'm so glad that you want to study more and you have a doctoral program and have a doctoral person, right? That's just totally great. And then for yeah, you set your goal, right? Then we never been there, right? I never been the doctor, so I don't know how to do it, right? So we need to go to find a right person, have a good advice. Yeah, somebody will be there. You know, some seniors or even parents or your even teachers or even your friends or your kind of senior friends that you may have it, right? Or even brother and sister. They may have already some experience before, right? So then we could just listen, you know, what was there, right? I don't want to really go shortcut everything, no, not like that, right? But sincerely, if you want to do some kind of target and then they're the purpose, and then they will give you what is the, you know, kind of right track to do it, right? But then, you know, you could follow. So first thing, set up the goal, which is your own way, then listen to others kind of advice. Even sometimes they may have a different advice, right? Then now you need to have your time to decide. After that, you maybe decided and your all the responsibility will coming up, right? You have to really have your own responsibility. Then I think you could have this to certain point.
But there is another issue, Professor. When I was young, I used to go and finding advice from other people, like my elders. But some of them, they were giving me like negative advice. Like, maybe studying mathematics, it's very difficult. You cannot pass it. So maybe for the youth that are passing the same situation, what should they do so as to overcome that?
Yeah, that's really good question. You know, people say that if you have too many negative people around you, you cannot do it, right? So I think the negative thing all the way to have including positive too. So we need to more kind of wisdom. We need to have more kind of wiser way to follow them, right? So maybe negative, sometimes they kind of warning you, right? Kind of warning, you know, what if. But that negative not giving you, you know, disappoint, you know, it's kind of different, right? You know, you could have so I think also you don't need to only go one person's advice. Yeah? It should be all different, right? So even doctors, they say their own opinion, right? But people, they want to go second opinion, third opinion. They may, you know, have a better examinations about their health situation, right? So I think you are not alone. You are not only the one person or you just only one or two. You must have some kind of pool of the people, you know, neighbors, resources. Right? So then, you know, you will follow your goal and don't take too much about this negative response from there. Right? So somehow you need to have a mind that should confirm. Also to go, okay, yeah, maybe I could know, but at the same time, you know, I could have a new strategies, you know, and then you could use even though they are negative response.
Maybe in addition, you can find those people who are always giving you like positive advice, and then you can choose one among them to be your mentor. I think that's also can work.
Sure.
Because that mentor will be like giving you guidance. It will be like encouraging you maybe when you start feeling give up. The last thing, Professor, I know when you want to focus in getting something, I know there must be like challenges which will stand as obstacles towards what you want to focus. So maybe can you try to share with us which obstacles did you face when you were struggling to get a position that you want?
Yes, of course, you could have some obstacles and some kind of difficulties because, you know, my thinking is I cannot generalize my thinking that everybody thinking just like me, right? So they have their own free tuning, and they have all the weight opinion. Sometimes you say the negative is one, and it's gonna be obstacle, could be a barriers and obstacles, right? So that's the for sure, right? But the for me is as a Christian, I'm also looking for what's the really God's willingness, yeah, and then how God give me until now God reveal me the kind of grace and mercy, right? So I'm looking for that first, and then kind of find out how do I get over this kind of obstacles. After that, yes, of course, I could just want to working my colleagues, my friends. You cannot just work by yourself. Then your obstacle is looks like more bigger and bigger. Right? So you need to find out your own supporters should be there. Right? So if you go together, get rid of that obstacles.
Thanks a lot, Professor.
You're welcome.
I think I've done in that part of questions.
Sure.
And thanks a lot for your cooperation.
No problem. Thank
Thanks
you,
a lot.
Michael. Okay.
Thanks a lot. I know we are planet savers, so yeah, we need to help young generation so as to develop their potential and develop the talents that they have. Thanks a lot for being with us from the beginning up to the end of this interesting session. And kind of would like to say if you have any question, and then you can just put your comments below. This is Century Heroes Shining Generation. Stay tuned until next week.